Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to episode number 170 of the Terminus podcast for the weeks of October 23rd, 2021. I am your host, Ellis, otherwise known as the Admiral. Otherwise, there's a W in there. I am your dispatcher this week and every week, of course. With me, my engineer is Jacob Durbin. My firemen are Nicholas Wakefield and Jared Cole.
Yo!
And Dean, despite being a horseman, is serving as our brakeman because the normal 3 spots were filled up with the people that they're supposed to be filled up by, and I didn't need any fill-ins. So, with all that covered, you guys know what happens next. The train will terminate at this station.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome today to Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. I decided, because I'm the one who chooses the cameras. Not really, but I like to pretend I am. Today we are, like I say, in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma on the BNSF, I believe it is the Red Rock subdivision, which leads into Oklahoma City. This train gets 2 Amtrak trains a day, which are, I believe, the Heartland Flyer? And all credit to Virtual Railfan for the stream.
Please don't take us down.
Please don't take us down. We don't mean to be privileged. We just think it looks good background to the train podcast.
Anyway, I just want to say, starting off, that Agility's claiming control of where the camera is the least amount of power I've ever seen anyone get conceded over. So, we're setting new records immediately on the Terminus podcast. We're not setting records on the Class of Mental Responsibility. Nothing really changes. We have 4 accidents, including 2 from BNSF, 1 from Canadian National, and 1 from Union Pacific. The one from UP is actually from September, so it's almost a full month old. It is a UP train hitting a sugarcane truck, which, another one of these wonderful videos. It is actually a video. Not just an article of the aftermath. The Canadian National one is next. This is a video of the aftermath. It's just a video of the cleanup. And then we have the 2 BNSF ones. The first one is a man that was hit by a train. This was on October 14th, and he was in critical condition. I don't know if he improved, but he did manage to survive getting hit by a train. No, this is not that one. That one happened 2 days later on a Virtual Railfan camera in Parkville. And that
guy did not make it.
No.
The derailment? Or someone got hit?
Someone got hit on a Virtual Railfan camera.
Yeah.
I kind of want the sauce.
Not the sauce no longer exists.
It's a good reason.
Virtual Railfan took it off basically everything.
Well, not only...
Yeah, that's fair, because it's literally someone dying. Just kind of like how we all know the other big event that got taken down.
No, that one's still up.
Oh, really?
Oh.
I thought they took that down.
Nope.
No, the shooting one is still up. I guess it's okay because it's not actually on the camera.
Yeah, but still.
But still is right.
That's still pretty morbid.
Yeah, well, I thought you were actually alluding to the 844 hitting the person video, because that still floats around, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no.
I was talking to the shootout.
Yeah, no,
I haven't actually seen that one. I'm kind of glad I haven't.
I think we have an article on the shootout. Hold on, I'm just going to scroll down and check the unclaimed news to see if there's
Didn't that happen
that I can
right after the last podcast?
Was it right after the last podcast?
I thought we talked about it on the last podcast.
If I see it later, I'll throw it in the cargoes so that you guys can read about it. But there is it the Sunset Limited one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So I have articles on that. I'm just going to throw that in the cargoes for anyone that's interested, I suppose. Seeing as we've mentioned it, the cat's out of the bag. You can't unring a bell, so I'll just give you the articles. I wanted to sort all of these things out, and mention that the video of the person getting hit. It happened live, of course, and then there was a clip of it that Virtual Rail fan had saved, allegedly unlisted, and YouTube took down their entire channel for it. So then they deleted it, because despite being unlisted, it still got out. The link got circulated, even got posted in our Discord. But by the time it came time for me to put everything together for this podcast, it was no more. It was gone like within a day or two, and
yeah, it happened kind of fast.
It doesn't really surprise me. You know, a lot of stuff flies under the radar on YouTube, but it's like videos that don't get a lot of traction. And then when there is something that gets a lot of traction, that violates the terms of service, it's gone pretty fast. Like, there's a whole subreddit dedicated to finding not safe for work stuff on YouTube, and the moment something hits the front page of that subreddit, it's usually gone off YouTube.
The subreddit's purpose is to find it and remove it.
Yeah, basically. It just paints a spotlight on stuff that's breaking the terms of service. Anyway, all of the links to all of those incidents and accidents will be in the Class 1 Manual of Responsibility, and the cargo's down below. As I said, I believe I said earlier, the holder does not change. It is still Norfolk Southern.
Wow.
Yeah. So they've managed not to break anything for a few weeks. We'll see if they can. We'll see how long they can keep it up. I really was expecting KCS.
I'm glad it's Norfolk Southern.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will also say one other thing that did happen with UP was the MRVNP, which is Roseville and North Platte Manifest, somehow managed to break 6 separate knuckles.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that was.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's because that train is just massive.
It was 204 cars, 3 on the front, one in the rear, and it was like 11,000 feet and broke 6 knuckles way in the back. So poor conductor had to walk like 4 miles.
They should have like deployable ATVs on locomotives now. I swear to God.
Honestly, but that would require the railroad to spend money. And they're not about that, so...
No, they wouldn't even spend money to pay their workers.
Dude, at least give them a bicycle.
Yeah, like a mountain
Can we get one of those mountain bikes, but it's like with the really fat tires? Like tires
yeah,
the size
that's
of your hand?
like what I'm talking about. Put it like... Well, I don't know, I bet it's skinny, right? Just fucking somehow slide it into the nose of the locomotive.
We need to, we need a federal mandate that gives every locomotive a bike rack.
How much room is above the prime mover and the top of the shell?
Okay, I wouldn't want to have to get a bike down from up there.
Imagine having to get...
turn it... Okay, yeah, imagine having to get to that. Never mind.
Here's what you do. You just add one of those fold-down bike racks that are in the front of all the city buses. Just...
Yeah. And, hang it off the back platform.
Yeah.
They put couplers on the back platform. That's what half of it's
unimportant.
for.
Oh.
Just use
the
chain like a rope. Done.
Wait a minute. I have a question.
I have a question too. You first.
How many spare knuckles does a train usually carry?
4.
My question is where the hell are
4
they?
per engine.
Oh, 4 per
4
engine.
per engine.
My question is where the hell do they put them?
On the front.
Like little
the front and back
holder things.
Yeah, there's holder things under the plow.
Show me.
Show me.
Each locomotive has a pair of Rock'em Sock'em robots that use the knuckles as boxing gloves.
Show me. I need to see. I've never seen this. I know they carried spare knuckles, but I never knew where. And I need to see this.
Hold on. Let me pull up a picture of a Jevo.
I got you. I got you.
Let me pull up a picture of a Jevo.
I got you.
We pulled a picture of specifically a Jevo.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it is. It's just hanging out right there.
Yeah, it's kind of vibes.
They just hang?
There's even a sign that says knuckles.
There's a pin that holds it in.
Please tell me why I've never seen this.
That's because you weren't looking for the knuckle sign.
Every time I see a train now, I'm looking for this. I'm looking for this.
Make sure they haven't broken a knuckle.
Yeah, if the knuckle is missing, you know someone had a bad day.
Also,
Yeah.
I'm going to admit, I thought it was like a complete coupler.
Yeah,
that
I was
just
thinking that
spare.
Yeah,
I didn't know it was just the fingers.
yeah, like
Fingers. The
those
fingers of the
knuckles weigh
coupler.
what, 80 pounds?
80 pounds each.
Something like
They're
that.
like
yeah.
solid chunks of steel.
I didn't
Yeah.
know
You
it was.
gotta carry it 4 miles.
Yeah, I was about to say, imagine carrying these things
6
back.
times.
Holy
6
crap.
times.
Yeah, just fucking muscle it along, dude.
Yeah, right.
Those
It's
dudes
like that.
are muscle.
It's like that
off.
one scene in Battleship where they're all carrying the one shell left on this.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe when you're carrying it,
Yeah.
but I can probably carry that with one hand. Not
Maybe
pro-
you
okay.
can.
one,
But
maybe.
the average engineer probably can't.
Okay, Mr. Incredible, just hulking things. You're only allowed to have 3 lines, Achilles. That's why I got rid of your extra. Are you gonna really cover all this? You gonna
Yeah.
cover all this? Alright, go for it. Go. Right now.
Right now?
Yeah, go. What
Yes.
have you been doing?
Oh, we're okay.
Spotlight's on, son.
Okay. Okay. So, hello. My name is Nick,
We
and I live
we
in
covered that at the beginning of the show.
Flagstaff, Arizona, and that's exactly why I ordered a. I got bored last Wednesday and ordered a Rapido B36-7, number SP7766, with DCC and ESU lock sound. Pretty fucking mint.
Foamer.
I have a picture provided just to the right of the link of the engine.
Why was it automatically zoomed in 200%? I just got a close in on the cab for no reason. There we go.
Second off, I also want to share this. This is a Utah Belt moment. This is a 30-car freight train for sale by Eric Bruman himself. For currently going for $1,560.
Christ.
And this ends in one day. I bet this shoots up to over 25.
Oh, it will. Oh my God, yeah, it'll be probably 2,000 by the time it's done.
Why?
We need to come back to this next episode and see what it's sold for.
I was like, I saw this. I put the link on, and I was like, that's worth talking about real quick on the podcast.
That's so funny.
And then also, as of more recently,
we should make predictions. I'm going to predict that the highest this gets is $2,500.
we're gonna do like Price is Right style predictions.
Hell
I
yeah,
think it
bro!
I think it goes $2,001.
2002.
2,300. I'm gonna go right in the middle.
2,301.
552.
No, you can't make more than one guess. Goddammit. That's not how this
And
works.
Anyway,
I'm going 2,500.
Since I'm being rushed, as of more recently, I also have been doing a lot of work in Open Rails this last week, just reskinning stuff. I actually just realized I forgot to provide a picture of the GP15 I reskinned, so let me do that too.
Your chum.
No, I'm not. That's too much work.
Bruh.
Told
But
ya.
in the 2 links I provided, you have the Arizona Interstate scheme, which is just the generic one, and then the other one, which is the second link, is the Veterans Appreciation Engine that I got bored and made for no reason.
It's a lot of blue.
And,
No, you're good.
it is a lot of blue, but I think it looks pretty good. I was pretty proud of it. It looks pretty minty.
Pretty
Those are
minty.
You're pretty minty.
delicious.
Minty.
But Jilly's is minty.
Fresh.
So, yeah, that's that.
I would like to say the reskin looks good, but I think you need more stars.
You told me that earlier.
Yeah, but,
Yeah,
I
but
didn't
now
say
it's
it
on
the
air.
podcast.
And outside of that, I haven't done much foamage lately. I went for an hour last night, just because I was bored and wanted to see trains. And then I'll probably go for Amtrak tonight, and that's about it.
I'm trying to dig up a few pictures from my last weekend because it was my 1-year anniversary with Gloria, and we went to Vermont. And I stopped along the way to take a singular
Doesn't that?
picture
I
of
hate to interrupt, but
foliage.
doesn't that also mean it was the 1-year anniversary of the trip?
No, because our anniversary, when we officially started dating, was a couple months after Gemini.
After.
Yeah. Hold on.
I thought it was before. For some reason. My fault.
No, we had
fuck
we
you.
had been talking previously, but we didn't officially start dating until a little while afterward. Oh, whoops! That's Horseman trip planning. I don't want to put them there. Give me a second. That's also
you
the wrong
could.
thing. I could. That's not what I meant to do. Where the heck is the Terminus podcast? All right, I'm just gonna have to type
For the
it in.
weeks of July, no.
We're not
Of
doing
October.
the thing where we do the episode intro 3 times in 2 episodes in a row.
It's not even
Oh,
July.
and my files are too powerful, so I guess I'll just send this one.
You need nitro, man.
You need nitro.
I don't want nitro.
I mean,
Boost.
Once you have
I mean-
nitro, you will not go back.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
point. I don't want it so that I'm not like in need of it. But yeah, so
Yeah.
we went by Bellows Falls, which, as you may know, has a really neat little tunnel, but also is where the Green Mountain bases its operations.
God,
And this is just the one thing that I pulled over and took a picture of because I went, ooh, D&H. I was in the middle of a
D&H.
4-hour drive, and Gloria and Lafayette were both sleeping, so I had a moment to take a picture of this Upper Hudson River Alco. It's an Alco, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of it. I also found a couple of other train adjacent things, like a sculpture that looks like a weird like Fallout train, and also a little like I don't know what you'd call it, just like a wooden train in the front lawn of the New England Maple Museum, because it's Vermont, so they have 6 maple museums per square mile. And it said Rutland on the side, and I wanted to be like, guys, I found it. I found a Rutland steam locomotive, and it's just this wooden thing. But yeah, that's the
hang on,
important
look.
picture.
I want to look at what's it called?
What, the Vermont, the New England Maple Museum, I think it was. It's just in their front lawn. You can probably see it on Street View. But so TBA, you and I have something in common today, right? Although
that is,
we got up wicked early in the morning.
I get up wicked early in the morning at the literally
What the fuck is
strike
this?
a 12 every day.
Yeah, you're crazy. I couldn't do that, but I did get up at 4:45 to go do train counts because I'm doing train counts this week, and I'm gonna try to take some pictures and video. But I do have one more picture that's actually relevant to this, and I forgot about it until now because it was part of a video I was trying to take. I got down to the platform 30 seconds too late. The northbound night train, Northeast Regional number 66, was headed by the Amtrak.
Hey, that was my number.
The Amtrak 50th Anniversary Midnight Blue. Oh, really? And I didn't know it was on it. I just sort of went down oh, it's the night train. I'll go down and take a quick video of it. And I see the dark blue engine pulling away from the platform. I'm like, whoa! Heritage unit! I have an incredibly good record with Amtrak Heritage units, and not for trying, just I have seen most of them just incidentally.
How does it feel to have seen a heritage unit before I had?
Pretty good, actually, because you're a big foamer, so this is like foamer cred for me.
I saw one of the Metro Heritage units.
Oh, you did? That's right. You saw the,
I saw the Milwaukee one.
Yeah. That one's grown on me a little bit.
It totally caught me off guard because there's no way to know when something like that is coming, right? It just shows up and it's yeah. Oh! But at the location I have aptly named the Junction, which is
Very
literally
specific.
it's literally the junction in Northbrook, Illinois, between the Metro's Milwaukee District North and the Canadian Pacific line out of Bensonville.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's the Metro line that runs from, and Amtrak line, by the way, that runs from Milwaukee into Chicago Union Station, and then there's the branch where the freight trains go to another. There's a bridge a little bit down from where I usually sit, where I think it's Union Pacific. Don't quote me on that, because I've seen trains go over it, but I don't know who the hell they are. But I usually end up stopping here for an hour and a half or so after work, because right when I get off work is peak rush hour for the Metro morning rush, and there's a couple of freight trains that come through, and I'm literally when I know exactly the rhythm and schedule that they come through this location.
You can tell me which train is coming with your eyes closed.
More or less. And I'm honestly impressed with how consistent it is.
Mm-hmm.
Like every day there will be a grain train headed south from Milwaukee. Shortly afterward, there will be an intermodal autorack train headed north to Milwaukee. But yeah, I finally got to see one of the Milwaukee Metro unit, which was cool. That's the first Metro Heritage unit I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
I've gotten to see several Amtrak Hiawatha's, which Chargers for the win. Apparently, the Empire Builder also runs through here, so I want to go see that one day. Because I've never seen an Empire Builder train. And then... what else? Is there anything else I really... Nothing really regarding the Junction. But then Metra is beginning a $36.1 million overhaul to the Greyland Station in Irving Park. Holy crap. That's right by my house, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How does it look? How is it now? That's my important question.
Trash.
Okay.
Irving Park is a freaking madhouse. I try to avoid that road at all costs. Because it's terrible, okay? It's just terrible. Right by... There's the freeway that comes off. Irving Park is one of the big main thoroughfares of my neighborhood. It's just a horrible. It's horrid. It needs TLC. But I'm actually kind of surprised to see that. Excuse me.
Fuck you. I'm just kidding.
Metra is going to be reconstructing or replace and upgrade, quote unquote, the Greyland Metro Station and 122-year-old railroad bridge over Milwaukee Avenue. Which is about time because you can definitely tell that it is old.
Yeah, they say something about the slow orders and delays due to track closures and trains canceled due to maintenance and repair work on the bridge. Yeah, not great. At some point, it really becomes less cost-effective to keep the old bridge around. We're dealing with that on the Northeast Corridor a lot, especially with a lot of these old drawbridges that are over 100 years old. I mean, you don't have the problem of it getting stuck open, but it takes a lot of maintenance work to keep them not, in multiple pieces.
So they're gonna make it red. That'll be neat.
Yeah, there it goes.
So it's so that the drivers beneath it can see that there is a bridge there.
They should just install a crash bar and a video camera, really. I got
Speaking of video cameras, why the fuck is there not a virtual rail fan camera outside Union Station? Come on.
That was a lot of claps.
There isn't one in Memphis. And I've been asking around this. And it's because
I know 7 good spots for virtual rail fan.
Just
please.
I have a virtual rail fan camera in my hometown.
Shut up.
It's not your.
It's not your home.
It isn't even your hometown.
My place of life, I have a virtual rail fan camera.
Place of life.
I mean, I have.
You guys don't.
I'm clapping because I really want a virtual rail fan camera in Chicago.
He is clapping so he can add emphasis.
My lights are just turning on and off.
Wait, for real?
No, the clappers are in the other room, but that's, a funny image, isn't
That would be honestly hilarious. You're probably like, TBA, stop.
The clapper used to be underneath Gloria's desk next to the subwoofer for her computer, or really just the woofer, I guess it is.
Wub wub.
And she'd be playing Minecraft, and the breaking of the blocks would count as claps, and the light would just be going on and on.
Nice.
That's great, honestly. That's honestly great.
Yeah, it's so freaking funny.
Thanks, dude.
I wanted to plug the Tolbrin streams really quick because I've been having a lot of fun, and we had great turnout last Thursday, so a couple days ago.
I even got to tune in a little bit before I blacked out and went to sleep.
Oh, jeez. I spent half of that episode just dicking around with the AI and learning what a couple of the new commands and things I downloaded can do. And I'm really excited to run a 24-hour test of the Trolley company in Tolbrent. So I don't know when I'm going to be able to do that, because I've got to be able to sit down for 24 hours and let this thing run without touching my computer, really. So...
Which is going to suck.
Yeah, it's going to suck, but I've just got to pick a day where, like, I'm not making any videos, I have work, so it's probably going to be a weekday, and maybe I'm occupied doing other things. Maybe I'm, like, going out to dinner or something. So, I just need to sit down and see what happens. The only issue is, if it doesn't work, and if it, like, gives up the ghost somewhere along the way, I'll need to know when that is. And so I might end up having to do, like, forensics on a screwed-up AI to see where they went wrong. Anyway. I wanted to jump onto the fun stuff with the Providence Northern. You guys mentioned the trip, and I recently... God damn it, you guys.
Okay.
I recently requested all of the pictures that you guys have ever taken of the Providence Northern to add to a slideshow. I need to do that same request with all of the other members of the Providence Northern and put together the slideshow.
Imagine having photos of the Providence Northern. Couldn't be me.
I mean, that's why you need to visit.
Yeah.
You can come here and then just load up your car with Autocrat, which I understand Mason still hasn't given you the Autocrat. It's out of my hands.
I was explaining Autocrat to somebody.
At least it's closer.
Last week, I think.
Oh yeah.
And they were.
I'm like, dude.
They were kind of shocked.
I texted him. I'm like, so when are we going to Chesterton so you can give me my Autocrat? I'm at school, bro. I'm like, bro.
Yeah, I mean, it do be like that.
That sounds like Mason.
Yeah.
Graham at one point told me, he's like, if I'll just come out and I'll drive, and then I'll drive all the way back to give it to you. And I'm like, dude, you don't, Graham.
Graham's gonna be your last mile delivery guy. Anyway, on the subject of model railroads, Jader, you posted a lot of pictures of yours. I understand that you're in a tight spot with it. Were you just like doing an operating session with it?
Yeah, that was the idea. I went home last weekend because the move. We're pretty close to getting ready to move. Still got to pack everything up and finalize stuff, but we're in the process of packing. And I went home last weekend to start packing stuff, and I figured, well, this is probably gonna be the last time I get to run anything on this layout. So invited my friend over. He's in the Discord, actually.
Oh, is he?
Just Jacob.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
That feller.
Doesn't do a whole lot, but I keep telling him, like, if you want to play RO with people or something, or War Thunder, like, just fucking ask.
Yeah. No, we don't bite. I mean, most of us don't usually, anyway.
I remember the one time I talked to Brawl was when I had a really curious question. Jader, you told me he worked at a dairy farm, so I knew he was the guy to go to for this question, which was...
What was the question?
The question was, if you don't milk a cow, will their udders pop? And he goes, yes.
Jesus.
That was my question. Yes, I know, it's horrible, but that was my question. I was just, like, curious, because I had seen a cow with an udder that was just, like, unbelievably full, and I'm like, first of all, that's probably, like, the equivalent of having a full bladder.
Drain daily.
Drain daily. I mean, true.
Anyway, I invited him over to do. I invited him over to basically to do what I've wanted to do with the layout since I started building it, is to have at least one other person over to operate. And it mostly worked, although I think the layout knew that it was going to start, that this was kind of the last run and things were going to be dismantled soon. Because we had so many fucking problems with dead spots and derailments, and like more than I've had ever, I think. Granted, I've only had another person over to run once,
Mm-hmm.
But we didn't have that many problems because we didn't know we were going to move yet.
Yeah, that's a shame. I hope you're able to salvage as much as you can.
Yeah, I mean, ideally, I'll be able to reuse or at least salvage all the track. The buildings, definitely. Those are, except for a few, those are all packed up. All the trains themselves are packed up, either in totes at the house or they're sitting on my windowsill right now or in boxes under the bed.
Gotcha.
So those are all packed up. And then I think I can reuse some of the sections of layout, but I really don't know. I might just take off the track, some of the scenery stuff, and just scrap the rest and start fresh, which would suck. But
well, layout's never done, and now it's just a little less done.
Yeah, I mean, I'm getting some ideas because I want to try to do something that's more like this is kind of modular. You can take it apart, but I want to do something that's modular.
Yeah,
like I can take with me, and it's not lugging these giant sections that are all made with 2x4s because they're cheap, but they're heavy as shit.
In before we do the Iron Horseman modular railroad, except it's real life.
Yeah.
Yes.
Everyone comes here with their modules and sets them up in my basement.
Yes.
A module model.
Yes.
Railroad.
I would not be able to partake, for I use N scale.
Then get good.
Irrigate.
Well, I mean,
Get good. You've seen my place.
I know.
No. No, hear me out.
I don't even have room for N scale. Not even.
No, hear me out. Okay. HO and 30
I need
runs on
TT
N-gauge
scale.
track,
Yeah,
but
there
it's
you go.
HO scale.
I'm sorry. What'd you say?
You could get into HO and 30, the HO scale narrow gauge.
That stuff.
It runs on N-gauge track.
That's cool.
Taps forehead. Or thinking emoji, or whatever.
I'm gonna convert my F7 to
It's a really... You just make it a park engine at that point, I think. It's just really small.
You know what else is really small?
Alright.
We're not doing it.
I don't need to know the answer.
I said
to
an
that question.
ant. Get your mind out of the
Okay,
fucking
sure.
gutter.
Yeah, sure. Because that would be out of character for you. I wanted to say, TBA,
Yeah.
couple things. In real talk, you do have that front room that's filled with boxes. And secondly, if something of this nature were to really come to fruition, all you'd need is one little module. You know? You build a little module and then you just make it so you can pack it up.
Yeah.
Just
I do have HO stuff I can at least run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And then worst comes to worst, I'd let you run some of my shit.
Our model railroad.
Our model trains.
Yeah.
I did that on
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, what's the worst that's gonna happen? I'm gonna throw it out a window.
yeah, probably.
that's
No.
because
It's just so
Steamtown or bust.
Steam Tower bust.
That's because the Providence Northern is the closest thing that those boomers will come to true communism.
Our railroad. What the heck?
What?
doubles.
I heard a very weird sound just now.
What did it sound like? Okay.
Gunshot.
Pew! The camera has turned, by the way. Dean, I want you to get your stuff out of the way before we move on.
Yeah, I haven't really been filming much. I've been busy with work and relationships.
Mood.
Yeah.
Yo, I met someone today.
Nice.
Yeah.
I want to hear about it. It's just not a podcast topic. I saw you writing about it.
But yeah, it did turn. I must hear something.
What?
I hear nothing. Sorry.
Its vision is based on movement.
But yeah, like, I've been hard at work. I haven't been able to get much foaming in, and my primary foaming spot has been kind of light recently. Like, there isn't much traffic out of Kentucky Street for some reason. I have no idea why, but
Is that the spot you showed me that one day when you were like looking down and there was that one train we watched pull out of the yard?
yeah, that's a world famous Kentucky Street Junction, or Kentucky Street thing. Yeah,
Kentucky.
yeah. Like, I have no
Kentucky
idea why.
Fried Junction.
No, I think I know why it's called that. Because back in the day, there used to be a street
KFC.
called Kentucky Street
KFJ.
that ran across the tracks,
Hmm.
and for whatever
Kentucky
reason,
Street in Tennessee.
Norfolk Southern, I think it is, like closed the crossing there. So you have Kentucky Street that is on the south side and north side of the tracks, but it doesn't cross over at all. It's just concrete barriers now. It's ridiculous.
But wait, are the
I mean,
the lights and gates and stuff still there?
No.
And
Okay.
honestly, I talked about this briefly last week when I was talking about the project that I'm getting put on with 300 crossings in New Hampshire. But that is the preferred method of taking care of crossings that are problems. It's if you could just reroute
Cover 'em
traffic
up.
somewhere else, just close the crossing.
Yeah.
There can't be any accidents at the crossing if the crossing doesn't exist.
Yeah, like
Speaking of accidents at crossings, I actually watched an L train hit a car.
Oh,
Nice.
you did?
Yeah, not kidding.
I love
You
how
should've
excited
recorded
you
it.
got for that, Ellis. You're like, you did?
Listen, it's almost as if there's like a saying about not being able to look away from a.
train wreck.
There you go. I feel like we've collectively decided that train wrecks are exciting things to witness because
Yeah.
if not, we
I-
might
Been
have
on
a-
one.
You know, the signs
No.
say, "Do not stop on the tracks."
And they
Well-
stopped on the tracks.
Traffic was heavy down Kedzie, and yeah, it just, you guys know how it went. And I'm like, okay, first of all, the trains do not go very fast here. Like, where it happened. They really don't. Like, speed limit's probably only 30, if that. And then, at 2, they're EMUs, it's an L train, like, it's light rail. Why didn't it stop? Why didn't it stop?
to teach someone a lesson.
Like, they have incredible braking power, and yet it still hit this guy, which was on the tracks for like a couple minutes. There's no way the operator didn't see this guy. I was kind of blown away.
The operator is a masochist.
The operator just hates cars. He's a real train good, car bad purist, and he'll take it to. He's gonna prove his ideals by
Take the
force.
extreme.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he'll take it to the extreme.
As far as I know, the car was totaled, and the
Obviously.
driver was okay because they got out after. But yeah.
I was gonna say typically how those things happen is my truck breaks down and then Ace Republic builds a railroad track and kills it. If anyone was here for the community play date yesterday or on Friday whenever this comes out, you'll know what I mean. I'm definitely going to continue doing community play dates after Locomotive Royale comes back in a couple weeks. So anyway, actually I think we only have one left and I need to do the poll for it. So anyway, the other thing that I had written down was that the Green Line extension is delayed. You can read all about that in the thing. And now it's time for...
Locomotive.
That was actually almost perfectly in sync for me. That was great. Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good shit.
Anyway, in one corner, we have an F7. In the other corner, we have... Just kidding, this isn't Diesel Versus. We're talking about the Milwaukee Road F7. In the other corner, we have the Blue Goose. We have an... Well, not an orange thing. But... Actually,
Can I make an
yes, an
amendment to the-
orange thing and a blue thing. It
Can I
is...
make an amendment to the thing real quick though?
What is the thing?
I'm changing the contender from the Blue Goose specifically to the whole class.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
All right. Sure.
Cool.
Go ahead.
Ready?
Okay.
I need
Yeah.
pictures though.
Okay.
So the
here we
Milwaukee
go.
Road F7s are the Inverto Stash. They are the Inverto Bath streamlined looking engines with
The
the big
name
old
aptly given to them by Weebled.
yes. And they are fairly famous. I mean, as far as streamlined locomotives go, I wouldn't say they're in like the top echelon of fame, but they are fairly well known. Especially when you start talking about locomotives with high performance. On the other hand, you have the Santa Fe Blue Goose, or in this case, the Blue Goose's class, which is the 3460 class. Or sorry, is it 3450 or 3460?
60. The 50s, I think, were smaller Hudsons.
Gotcha.
Right? Let's see.
Which are also absolute powerhouses, and you may recognize from Locomotion. It's that one really OP engine that... Oh, no, that's a Northern, isn't it?
The 50s were just little Hudsons.
Okay. I was thinking of the Santa Fe Northern you get in Locomotion that's just incredibly overpowered and doesn't ever go out of...
oh, yeah, I know the one you're talking about.
Yeah. Anyway.
Sounds about right for the Santa Fe, though.
Awesome.
Things OP. I think I turned it off in my new thing that I was making. I was just tired of it being the obvious choice. That's also why I turned off the Milwaukee Road bipolars, because they were just too OP. It's also why I got a mod to make electrification like 5 times as expensive. Anyway.
As it should be.
Why?
Because it was just incredibly overpowered. You could electrify your entire network for a handshake and a ham sandwich, and then run bipolars that had 3 times as much power as anything else. And you never needed to change from there. It was obnoxious. I wanna make balance. I wanna bring balance to the force. Anyway. Alright, who's gonna go first? Who should we have go first? I think, looking at these two...
I think we should play it fair and do a coin toss.
Okay.
Who's gonna toss the coin? Right here.
I'll toss the coin.
I'll do it.
No,
literally everybody wants to.
Oh my god, Reed.
Alright, pick heads or tails.
No, hold on.
No,
Jader, you do the
off,
coin
dude.
toss to determine if O'Gillies or TBA does the coin toss.
O'Gillies, you literally got to pick the
No,
king.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Okay.
TBA,
All
you
right.
do it.
Okay, well, who is heads and who is tails?
The Milwaukee
And
Road
heads.
is heads because they have a mustache.
Fair enough. Perfect. Love it. Flipping it. And the coin is tails.
Okay,
I go first.
Santa Fe goes
Which
first.
do you want to defer or receive?
There's no halftime in Locomotive versus.
Well, hang on. If there is we need a band then to do the halftime show.
Yeah, can we get some cheerleaders in here?
Yeah.
BLUEGOOSE.
Thank you.
We go.
Locomotive versus Cheerleading Squad. Thank you. That's the newest. That's going to be the name of the third Terminus Choir album.
Okay.
I mean, that's the title
Yes.
right now.
The Terminus Podcast student section.
Students. Kids Bop.
It's pop.
But it's Locomotive versus.
No.
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 Okay. Anyway. Right. Yeah, fuck it. What's your loco base ID?
Okay.
183.
Starting with the big one, huh?
183. And yours is?
Oh.
One.
Oh, wait. I thought TV. Okay. 449.
Okay.
Shit.
Okay.
Well,
Inverno Bat scores the first point. See, the funny thing about starting off with that stat after doing a coin flip to decide who goes first is it's basically just another coin flip.
Yeah.
Alright, Inverno Stash, where can you win?
Let's do. Ooh, that's not a good one.
Saying that's not a good one out loud is always a really bad thing, because there are only a couple things that you can glance at and go, wow, that's bad.
Builder.
Ooh, Builder, okay.
Baldwin.
Damn it, Alco's Connectivity.
Why did you gamble with Alco?
Because I thought
Alco was good. What are you talking about?
Alco's
This is
good,
the
but it's
Santa
not
Fe.
as
It's-
good.
This is the Santa Fe. Everything is Baldwin, EMD, or home built, basically.
I was begging a home built.
Yeah,
Santa
in
Fe, more like
fairness,
Santa
home built's pretty
based.
bad.
Santa Bay.
Bruh.
Based Santa Fe.
Like Santa.
Anyway, Jader, go ahead.
Do it.
All right, let's see. How many were built?
Six.
Not enough.
6.
Really?
We tied?
The ball goes back to the Milwaukee Road.
Keeping it
Oh,
interesting.
God.
Why are you moaning like that? Please stop.
He's thinking, man.
Yeah, but I don't go when I think.
Driver wheelbase.
Okay.
Okay. 14.5 feet.
14.67.
How?
Ooh.
Wait.
Wait,
That's
why?
right.
Oh.
Huh? Wait.
All right, the
Okay.
Blue Goose wins.
Okay. What's your driver diameter?
Driver diameter. Where is my driver diameter? 84 inches.
Fuck. 84.
Oh my God, we found
What?
the 2 Pacifics with 84-inch drivers. That is a huge
Pacifics?
driver diameter that you very rarely see.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Speed.
or they're Hudsons, not Pacifics, but whatever.
Weight on drivers.
Oh my God. 213, 440.
216,000 even.
Okay, so the Blue Goose is a little
Alright.
bit lighter.
A little bit. Okay.
Not what I
Lighter
would
is better, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Not what I would have expected, honestly,
Yeah.
looking at these 2 engines.
Engine weight.
Engine
Dude, I
weight.
thought the Blue Goose was gonna be way heavier, honestly.
415,000.
What?
415,000.
412, 330.
Wow, that's close.
Now, see, I'll reveal my genius in a minute.
Okay.
I don't know.
But you're starting to get it?
Yeah, I
Okay.
think I got it.
I don't.
Okay.
It kind of
Long
crossed
story
my mind
short-
when you started doing these stats and winning via nose.
Yeah, when they streamlined it, it got heavy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All the extra shiny bits.
Tiny bit.
Unfortunately, there is no unstreamlined version of the Milwaukee Inverto Stash.
I'd like to see one, though. That would look pretty cool.
Anyway, you're still up, Jader.
All right. Do you have axle loading?
No, I do not.
Okay. Moving on. No. Wait.
There's low clearance near where this picture was taken.
Okay, how about total weight?
Total weight. Total loaded weight. 3. Is that right?
Wait, are you?
No,
wait.
Yeah, engine and
Total-
total engine and tender weight.
Yeah. 790,000 pounds.
Fuck.
What? What?
Chunk.
808,000.
Oh my goodness!
That
I
would be a
forgot.
heavy
There's a
tender.
difference
I
in the
forgot
tender.
the giant square tender.
Yeah, that's an oil
Okay.
tender, isn't it?
Okay.
It's literally just a fucking square.
Did Santa Fe oil fire most of their engines, or were they coal?
I think it was oil.
Pretty sure most stuff was oil. Like, I think some of the early little stuff was cool, but I don't know.
Tender loaded weight.
396, 340.
375,000 even.
That's actually closer than I thought. Closer than I expected. I'm wondering where all that weight is coming from. Anyway.
We can't do fuel because you're oil.
Mm-hmm. Looking at these tenders, I don't think I'd try it anyway.
Hell no.
Proactive effort.
Okay. 48,618.
50,294.
Ooh, by a nose.
Damn.
Yeah. Tubes.
Tubes.
Tubes?
Yeah.
Tubes.
Interesting
Okay.
call.
46 tubes at 2.25 inches.
Okay.
60 tubes at 2.25 inches.
Okay.
a lot of
The
tubes.
Invertobath by a nose. It's
Blues.
5-4 in favor of the Invertobath. Flues.
Flues. 300 at 3.5 inches.
164 at 3.25.
Oh my god.
I have more flues.
Yeah, but he's smaller. You
Wait.
get more flues, fat lot of good will do you. Right?
What?
You were 3.5. He was 3 1/4.
Yeah.
Yeah. It do be like that. Carry on, Dean.
Oh, wait, I won that?
Yeah, because you're small. You have smaller flues, so you can pack more of them in there. It's more space efficient.
Oh no, wait, crap. I meant to say 3 3 3/4, not 3 1/4. My bad.
Oh,
Should have just let it go. Should have just not said anything.
No,
we're
I
gonna
don't
get the
even
fact
lie.
checkers in here. Dean's giving false numbers.
So I think
Anyway.
Jader won that one.
Yeah, Jader did win that one at that rate. Go ahead, Jader.
Okay. All right. How about factor of adhesion?
Oh, I was avoiding that one. 4.29.
Seriously,
Yeah.
4.39.
Ouch.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't think
Okay.
I don't think I would
Damn
have
it.
called that in your position, Jader. Although he did seem to indicate that it was bad. Anyway, it's now 6-5. Inverto Bath is up.
Leonardo Beth.
flew in 2 blanks.
21 feet.
19 feet.
Oh goodness. All right, that's an easy win for the Blue Goose.
Yeah.
Picture's trying to figure out something. I don't know. Might be a bad idea.
Oh boy.
Oh my God, now is not the time to be yelling at me to get the cats in the middle of the podcast.
All right.
Meow.
Firebox area.
Firebox area? 458.
Shit.
Ooh.
375.
Wow, that's a difference.
Honestly, I would have thought I would have thought yours would be bigger.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
Great
That
area.
is what she said.
98.5.
96.5.
Ooh.
Jeez, these are close.
All right, that's one for the Blue Goose. 7-7.
Hell yeah. Okay. Evaporative heating surface.
Evaporative heating surface. 4166.
4770.
That's a difference. That's those extra 2 feet of tubes.
Superheating surface.
1695.
2080.
Wow.
Combined heating surface.
5861.
6850.
Ah.
Wait. What was yours, Dean? Oh well, I know it was. I know it was anyway.
5861.
5861. Okay, yeah. Well, that ends that spate with a 3-point lead for the Blue Goose.
Okay, what did I miss?
Wait.
The calling of evaporative heating surface and other heating surface and combined heating surface. All right, Jader, you're up by 3, 10-7. Carry on.
Let's not do that. Did that. Okay, boiler pressure.
Boiler pressure 300.
300.
Yeah.
Hey, I had a feeling that we'd be equally matched on
I'm glad
that.
I didn't use the 3450s as built. That's 220.
Oof.
Anyway.
That's bad.
Anyway. All right.
I have the ball.
Yes, you do.
Oh, I'm gonna regret this. Year built.
Ooh.
1937.
1938. Wow.
Damn it.
Wow, there we go.
Wow, that was.
Way to be those guys in Milwaukee Road.
Yeah.
Damn.
Got that.
All right.
Minimum weight of rail.
119.
120.
Yeah, why did you do that after losing all those weight stats?
I don't know.
Jader, you have the ball back. You're up by 3, 11-8.
Bad.
Okay, how about your cylinders? How big are the cylinders?
23.5 by 30.
fucking kidding me?
What?
Uh-oh.
23.5 by 29.
Ooh, okay. The inverter bath takes it.
Jesus.
Peter, I've noticed that every category you lose by like nothing.
Yeah, these are really fucking close.
It is
Yeah,
a close race,
bizarre.
and it not only are we at 20 points. Dean has the ball. He's down by 2, 9-11.
9/11.
Da 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 da.
Maybe don't giggle
Robert,
at
let me
that.
see ya.
All right, Robert. Let me see his power computation.
Peter.
29,550.
28,950.
Yeah,
Goodbye.
it is
All right.
now 12-9. Jaden,
All right, same as above plus superheater percentage.
Okay.
37,346.
38,415.
Again, a close one, but another point for the Blue Goose.
Shouldn't have done this.
Okay, same as above plus that. Same as above, but substitute Firebox area for grade area.
177,246.
Shit!
Oh no.
This is my undoing. 146,250.
Okay,
All right.
it's 10-13. Dean, you're up.
All right. Let us do style points.
Okay, first comes Judge's Choice. Does anybody have a Judge's Choice that they want to call?
Yeah, local base ID.
we
We
did
did
that
that.
That was
first.
literally the first question.
Well, I was. Oh, look, I was in the bathroom for like a little bit. So,
Goodness gracious.
that's valid. I was using the bathroom.
Like, I'm not going to hold it against you, but it's funny.
Did we do evaporative heating service over cylinder volume?
Just do that one for me.
Okay, I've had a do that. Bring it on.
All right, 327.61.
Ooh, I'm glad. I'm glad I did not play that. 276.63.
That's another point for Jader.
Let's go.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
that's a huge number.
Big difference.
Let's see. I think I'm gonna go with the Tyler Classic and say Power MT.
Okay.
Jada
Let's
won
see.
that, then I go, right?
22. No, we didn't do Power MT yet. Okay.
So who-
2267.26.
Oh, Jesus Christ. 1853.99.
Ooh.
So
Okay.
rookie numbers.
All right, TBA. Do you have one?
I don't know what has been asked and what hasn't because I had to go and chase the cat around the apartment.
We haven't done Power L1.
Don't begin. We haven't done Power
What?
L1. We haven't done.
Has Robert Limosina's power computation been
Yeah,
done?
we did that.
Yes.
Has
We haven't
Wait
done.
on Drivers been done?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did.
Has boiler pressure been done?
Yes.
Yep.
Damn it.
There's valve gear hasn't been done. Ratio of drive wheelbase to overall engine wheelbase hasn't been done. LS Familiar's weight computation hasn't been done. Power L1 hasn't been done.
I don't want to do driver wheelbase because they have the same drivers.
Wait, did we do?
We
No,
did that.
no. Ratio
did,
of driving
yeah.
wheelbase to overall engine wheelbase hasn't been done.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Oh,
Driver wheelbase has been done.
let's do the ratio one.
Okay.
Okay.
That's my judge's choice.
Mine's 0.35.
Same.
Really?
I mean, they're
Yep.
the same,
All right.
same engine.
All right. Yep. Okay. There. That's that. Okay. It's.
I'm not sure what I expected.
I expected some sort of difference. I don't know. Okay. So the Blue Goose is up in points 15-10 now. That's a wider. That's a rather wide gap. But what can you guys hit me with?
I apparently had a Mars light.
Oh yeah.
Or that's kind of neat.
That is neat.
Yeah, it's stuff.
When were you retired, Dean?
When was I retired? Ooh, that is a good question. Milwaukee Road. Got pull up, back up. The first Hudsons were scrapped between 1949 and 51, I am not seeing anything about retirement.
Probably before that.
Yeah, probably
Well,
like 45.
there's got to be a retirement date for those.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyway, these were. Let's see. Now I'm glad I bought this magazine before Apollo, and I read this on the train. But there's a whole thing in here about the 34 50s and 60s.
Really?
Yeah,
That's convenient. What can
very
you tell
convenient. Okay, let's see. It says right here the last revenue service of a 3460 was on December 3rd, 1953.
Okay, so you got that one. I mean, pretty flashy paint on a my part.
Yeah, I think. So, Jader is doing the class and not the Blue Goose.
Yeah, not the goose specifically.
So,
I mean, I think, other than like weight, it was the same, but I could be. I'm not sure.
So obviously the streamlining point goes to
Yep.
Milwaukee.
yep. And by extension, the paint point as well.
Yeah, because they have quite a nice paint job. Actually, it looks good.
Here's a good one.
What's up?
Okay. Let's see. It says right here, these were included in a program to fit 25 engines with welded carbon steel boilers,
What the heck?
and
Oh, carbon. Oh wait, yeah.
welded carbon steel boilers, and one of them
That's cool.
one of them actually got one. The others didn't.
I mean,
But
that's
one of them did.
neat. Did it
Yeah.
do well?
I don't know.
Huh.
That doesn't say.
I'll sit on that style point to see if we end up getting something to complement it. So let's see. It is 16 to 13.
I have a hidden coupler. Like
You do have a hidden coupler. I'll give you.
Doesn't the Invertobath also have
Also,
He is the Invertobath.
Oh, he is the.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You do have a hidden coupler. The thing that pains me about it is it isn't like a folding coupler and it doesn't have doors. You have to undo those bolts and take the cover off to use it.
That's a lot of work.
That's
Yeah.
a pain. I'm still going to give you a point for the hidden coupler because that, as is tradition. I just want to point out that this is a more annoying hidden coupler than most.
that's stupid.
At least by the looks of it, anyway.
how do you think it feels with you calling it
It
stupid?
probably
huh?
feels
It's
dead.
dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, feels dead.
Also, the
I wish
picture
that
that I'm
was me.
using for 3461, just with the bell facing like it is, it looks like it just has like a giant air horn.
Yeah.
Some trains go toot toot. This train goes awooga.
I don't know if I have dual or single cross compounds, or like what kind of compressors I have because I can't see them. Milwaukee.
I would hope that
One?
you have dual cross compounds because that would make sense
I
to
don't
me.
know.
Yeah. I did run the Hiawatha, which is the Milwaukee Road's like most well-known passenger service.
It looks like I had one, but the goose had two. I think.
Huh.
I
Well, since
don't
we
know.
can't identify what Dean has,
Oh God.
it's kind of a wash. That's a
Are these-
lot of.
Chicago wasn't so chaotic.
Just looking at these things, and there are a couple of things that I'm noticing, but I don't want to spoil anything. I don't want to. I don't want to tip the scales. Oh, the pole's over.
wait.
This
I
has
gotta
like a
put-
massive effing forehead. If I can get the link
Wow,
for it.
how do you think it feels? What if
If
I
I
told
can
you
get
you
the
had
link
a
for it.
massive effing forehead?
Bruh.
I do have massive
Flicker.
effing forehead.
Yeah, look at this giant, like.
Wait, that's a
Head.
Pacific.
Oh crap! Sorry, my bad.
I love how they had more.
Yeah,
than
they
just
had
the Hudsons that were net
multiple.
styling.
They had multiple things with the exact same streamlining.
Hold on, where's
Yeah.
the 10-wheeler?
The 10 wheeler.
Is it I thought they had an Atlantic as well.
Well, yeah. The Atlantic's kind of different.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well, actually,
yeah,
no,
the
no, you're
Atlantic
right.
is more of like a bath.
And then can we talk? Can
I
we
have to
talk about the
respond to
Terminus
this
for a minute?
poll.
This is like
I don't know why it just looks so dumb.
The people of
it's
Jersey.
very Art Deco, really.
Well, no, not the stream. Yeah, not the streamlining, but the fact that they put on a fucking tent.
Oh my god, it sounds stupid. Oh
I
my
know.
god.
That. I need to see this. I was busy doing the poll response, but oh my god.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's just derp.
Yeah, they
Oh
really
my
liked
God.
they really liked their bathtubs.
Oh my god.
Why is it so
Right.
derpy?
Do you think at any
Oh my
point
god, Britain
they...
did it. What the fuck?
they
What the fuck? What the fuck? Britain did it too.
Oh god.
Oh yeah, the B-17s.
What? Literally just a baby A4. Okay. What the fuck? Oh.
This
Style
is
point.
a
How
tube
many
of
of you-
toothpaste, is what I'm looking at here.
Okay, style point. How many of you are preserved?
Oh,
Bruh.
crying,
Absolute
Counts.
0.
crying face.
One.
Yeah. Did you guys have
Is
any
it-
other style points?
It's slowly being restored to run.
Soon TM.
Soon TM.
I have like sort of like streamlined marker lights.
You do have streamline marker lights. That is a style point. I've been staring at them, going, God, those are gorgeous.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Did you get a point already for extendo stack?
No, I have not given you your extendo stack point because you hadn't mentioned it. So there you go.
Yes,
There's your
extendo
extendo
stack.
stack point. It's 18 to 15.
Thank you. I have a little ladder on the side to reach oiling points.
Ladder? I barely even
I
know
mean,
it.
that is
Oh, I
neat.
see it.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Combined with the other point that I wasn't giving you yet. The ladder's neat. The ladder helps. Although we are way over time on this, so does anybody have anything really impactful? Dean, have you discovered like a slurry of style points that's going to put you in first?
I mean, I don't think I do. No.
Alright, that sounds like a no. Yeah. Alright, well, let me put this in the dock, and we will move on to our thing. We have to cast our votes, of course. Why is my text orange? What happened here?
What?
Let me just punch this in. Winner is the ATSF 3460 class
Wait a minute. Hold on. What is this
by the
locomotive?
votes, or sorry, by the points rather. I don't think I've missed any phases of the game. This is 19 to 15,
What on earth is this?
and I am gonna say that I'm gonna vote for the Inverto Bath because I think the Blue Goose looks stupid.
What is this shitty excuse for a streamlined?
Wow, you know what? I
440?
think you look stupid, Ellis.
I
How does
know
that
I
make
do
you
look
feel?
stupid, but that's okay.
Oof.
I bet you feel like crap now.
I mean,
This bitch.
as if that's a meaningful change. Also, I
Damn.
like how the windows on the Inverto stash look like the slits you drive a tank out of.
I mean,
just, I'm
to
sure
me,
it's a
they
trick of the
look
light,
like
but
Optics.
I
yeah.
mean, they look like Oh, I see what you're looking at. Yeah.
Ha 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 ha, that was a War Thunder joke.
Yes, it was. Anyway, so my vote is for the Milwaukee Road. What about you guys?
Milwaukee Road.
Yeah? Would you
Santa Fe.
Okay, pity vote.
No, I just prefer the Santa Fe over Milwaukee.
Because they ran through Flagstaff.
Yeah,
I
pretty
think.
much. Yeah, they
Your
did.
hometown.
Did these get to Los Angeles?
I'm sure they did.
It says it somewhere in here. Anyway,
I really don't have a way to jump from one of these, from this Locomotive versus onto one of our topics, which is kind of a shame. If we had something
So-
Los Angeles centric, that would have been a great moment.
Well, we do have something New England centric.
We do have something New England centric, which is about as far away from Los Angeles as you can get in the contiguous United States.
Look, I don't know why you had to say anything. I made it work.
No, I know, and I was just riffing off of it. I wasn't telling you it was bad. I just think that's funny. Yeah, so we are on the dying days of the like comment period for the CSX Pan Am merger.
No, it's already over.
Oh well, it was the dying days when we got these articles.
Oh, that's true.
Hey, I didn't check the dates on them. You're the one who has them. You can go ahead.
Yeah, they're over. They're. Hold on, let me.
Zoom
comment closes. Comment closed this past Monday on the CSX Pan Am Railway merger, and I didn't get a chance to read the article. Give me a second. No, I'm just kidding.
Bruh. Basically,
I really quite love how it says comment closes, and then it just doesn't say specific comments, but it just basically reiterates the previous issues, which was Norfolk Southern and Genesee and Wyoming in support of the deal, and Vermont very much opposed because it would mean Vermont would have like one railroad at all.
yeah.
Not that people care about Vermont, but
All
I do.
right.
So. I said I do. Relax.
Vermont is in an almost Rhode Island, New Haven situation where they're going to have virtually all of their entry and exit points controlled by Genesee and Wyoming through a bunch
Or CSX.
Well, yes, but actually no. I don't think CSX has any lines or will have any lines into Vermont at the end of this deal, because all of the ones in are just going to end up in the hands of G&W, as are all but one current route into and out of the state, which I think in turn then connects to what would still be G&W and CSX. So,
Right.
Yeah, this presents a huge problem for them. I don't think that this is going to stop the merger as much as I would like it to.
No, the merger's going to happen.
You think it's a sure thing?
I do think it's a sure thing.
What about the big merger?
Well, we can talk about the big merger in a minute. I wanted to see if anybody had any more input on this. It was, Amtrak and the state of Vermont and also the Commonwealth of Massachusetts have come out against the deal. The former and lattermost being because of the impact on passenger rail that they're very concerned about. Because G&W is not the greatest to deal with in terms of passenger rail, and
They're very much try to avoid it whenever they can.
yeah. It's surprising to me how someone could be worse than Pan Am at that. And I know I've said that before, but just the very fact that we're staring at the situation where Vermont's going to be monopolized, and they're the only ones complaining
We will
about
monopolize Vermont.
it. What?
We are going to monopolize Vermont.
We're going to take over the 6 million maple museums. And what?
Look, like, would you want to mess with New Hampshire, where its state motto is "Live free or die"? I wouldn't want to mess with them.
New Hampshire
Maybe take Vermont.
New Hampshire has nothing worth taking. New Hampshire doesn't have a single meaningful passenger train that isn't the Conway Scenic. And that isn't a passenger train, really, It doesn't go from place to place. Actually, I think the Lake Winnipesaukee Scenic is the only passenger train in the state with more than one active station.
Jesus.
And when that's your only passenger rail, feels bad, man. Even the Amtrak expansions don't really say much to New Hampshire, and we've got some on the docket. I just threw these in with the Vermont rail situation because I happened to see a very small train in Rutland, Vermont, which is where the Ethan Allen Express ends, and it is 2 P-42s and a single coach in the middle, and apparently it was the qualifying train, because they were running trains to qualify engineers on the route from Rutland up to Burlington, which is the extension for the Ethan Allen Express, which would be nice to have. This is something
They are extending it, or
Yeah.
they want to?
They are extending it. There's no firm date. It's probably going to happen either very late this year or maybe early next year, first half of next year. So there's at least one more rail fanning opportunity in the state, but man, rail fanning opportunities are going to get real boring after this Pan Am deal.
I have a question.
What's up?
What does CTC stand for?
Centralized traffic control.
Oh, I thought it was like computer thrown crap.
Computer thrown.
I mean, technically.
But
Wait,
okay.
So what does that mean? Because conversation is stalling here. So let's talk about CTC for a minute. What does that mean, and why is it computer thrown crap?
It's your favorite thing. It's dispatching.
Oh, yay, I like that.
That's like CTC thrown switches, dispatchers. It's basically just dispatch territory.
Gotcha.
I just didn't know what it stood for. So it's basically ATC but for trains.
Gotcha.
All of this talk about mergers have me thinking about a different kind of merger.
Oh,
Yeah,
That's
the
wait a
Heartland
minute.
Fire Rack.
Dean, this is not how topics work.
Ah, well, shut up.
I figured out.
You just grabbed
I figured
3
out who
different
the other
things
line
and
is.
called it a topic.
Yeah.
What did you say?
Like, you talk about the
TBA?
CSX Pan Am merger.
Earlier, I was talking about the Junction. I figured out who I guess I kind of call it the High Line because it goes over everything.
Mm-hmm.
It's UP, confirmed.
Trash.
Confirmed.
Fucking
Union
trash.
Pacific.
Yeah, but for
Yeah.
how long will it be Union Pacific?
Probably forever.
Yeah, that's fair.
Listen,
It might be joint between UP and BNSF, but actually scratch that.
Why scratch that?
Scratch that because BNSF runs on the MDN.
Gotcha.
I've seen it.
I actually wanted to say about the Ethan Allen, they also want to extend it one more stop so it meets up with the Vermonter. Because currently they'll be within 7 miles of each other, but not touching. Which is weird. It's one of those weird little gaps in Amtrak system. It's making it worse, really, by extending it. Not that they shouldn't extend it, but... TBA, do you want to talk about UP in your area? Because we have some closure on something.
Bro, I don't know squat about UP around Chicago, and I'm kind of glad.
You're kind of glad. You just want to be out of there? Or you want...
I lived with UP my entire life in Roseville.
That's fair. UP also wants to be out of there. And
Yeah. UP also doesn't like Chicago.
they don't like Metra, specifically.
They don't like Metro. I had to catch on to what you were getting at.
Let's try to go to your topic.
I'm tired.
Yeah, that's fair. Me too, man.
That's not an excuse.
Union Pacific won. They won.
Yeah, they won.
They won. Union Pacific won a key legal ruling in its long-running dispute with Metro regarding operations of 3 commuter lines.
So,
wow.
For those that haven't seen the previous iterations on this, the
Union Pacific basically was like, and we're not going to run these trains. And Metro's like, but you have to run these trains. But UP's like, no, we don't.
Yeah, UP had a contract with Metra. I should say has, but really I guess it is had. A contract with Metra to operate 3 commuter lines. And...
the UP Northwest and something else.
Northwest.
Yeah, Northwest.
It is literally Northwest and Northwest.
Northwest and Northwest. Most of which I see almost on a daily basis, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, and they serve as the
Hopefully
operator.
there'll be
So
trains on them.
Metro provides the equipment, UP provides the crews, and UP has been trying to get out of this for like a year now. And
maybe this is my chance, guys. Maybe Metro's going to be like, we need engineers.
they might
And
need a buttload of engineers, and the
and I'll be like, hi.
yeah, obviously the ruling isn't immediate. They say Metro needs to find another operator or operate it themselves, and UP said that it'll work with Metro on a, quote, smooth transfer with no disruption, which I really hope so, because that would blow if it just shut down. Like, no, we're not doing this anymore. Okay, these trains aren't running until you guys get crews for them.
At least thank you, UP, for not being like, no, F you, we're not going to run these trains at all, figure it out. They're going to be like, I'm pretty sure it's like, we will continue running these trains until like maybe the end of next year or whatever. I don't like. There's no information on it yet, but like at least Union Pacific's willing to be flexible with it.
Yeah, it's nice that
they're not just like "F you, Metro, we're out of here." They're like, "Listen, we don't want to do this anymore, so you need to come up with something."
Hey, the fact of the matter is, though, if UP had been like, "Nah, screw you. Yeah, we won. 2 middle fingers out the door. Good luck getting crews tomorrow." We would just sit here like, classic UP. Like, would that surprise anyone if they did that?
No, not at all, dude. Not at all. That's the thing. One.
There are millions of commuters that have no idea how thankful they should be right now.
So I'm looking in the related articles on this page, and there's a Chinese-built 210-2 makes its last runs in Iowa before entering storage.
Yeah, the Iowa Interstate QJ
969 nice 88.
Yeah, it's going into storage. I don't know. I assume it needs.
I never knew this engine existed.
Really?
Yeah. I like the smoke deflectors, dude. That thing looks kind of cool.
It's one of the handful of Chinese engines that have made it to the U.S., and it's probably, I think at least one of the, because they have 2, right? Those who know the Iowa Interstate can confirm or deny.
Yeah, they have 2.
One is much more traditionally Chinese looking, if I'm remembering right.
It has the red stripe, and it looks sharp.
Yeah. It is pretty, they're nice looking engines. And maybe I'm biased because I live near a
You know who
Chinese
I want to see eventually? I want to see Milwaukee Road 261.
Also a nice looking engine.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that exists, honestly.
How?
I live...
There's no news about it.
I live within like a... Yeah, that's true. There is. I haven't seen news on it in ever.
Years.
But like I live like super close, not super close, like an hour and a half from Milwaukee, so there's no reason I should not be able to see that locomotive.
I think it lives in the Twin Cities. I could be wrong.
It does. I'm pretty sure it does.
Isn't the Twin Cities literally Milwaukee and Chicago or something?
No, Twin Cities is Minneapolis and St. Paul.
Oh.
No, it's okay. I didn't know what they were for a while either. It's fine.
Today I learned.
Yvonne, please.
Actually, I wanted to say the last time we talked about 261, I'm pretty sure is when they were pitching a fit over PTC. So I wonder if they've come any further along with that situation. Have they done anything lately? If Fruit was here, he'd be able to tell us, that's for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Fruit would be like, yeah, they're doing this, or he'd be like, no, they ain't doing shit.
I just feel like he'd be the guy who knows. Actually, I thought you were going to seg into... I thought you were going to say you wish you could go to
You were going to seg into?
Egg sour.
Yeah. I want to go to Nevada Northern.
I think we all want to go to Nevada Northern. I want to meet Dirt the Cat.
I want to see 81 because it's green.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it is really green, isn't it?
Yeah, it looks fucking good, though.
Yeah, it does.
Right, so, Nevada Northern. I think earlier this month, I was watching videos, I need to find them, but earlier this month, they did like the whole, like they like officially debuted 81.
Yeah.
All kinds of charters and shit with it.
Is 81 oil fired or coal fired?
It's coal.
Oil. Oh, it's coal? Really? I thought it was oil.
No, it's coal.
Hold on, I gotta take a close look at this video. It's time for a forensic investigation. That was loud.
No.
Boom, boom.
God, it's going. It's talking.
It looks...
It's talking, he said.
Hold on. Thank you for
What a
muted.
foamer.
It looks like oil to me. Wait, I can't tell. No, it looks like coal. Yeah.
Do you see the black spicy rocks in the tender?
I didn't see any black spicy rocks. That's why I couldn't tell. Here's another video of it. Okay, I was just looking at the one we have the link for.
Yeah, I'm not opening the other link because Facebook and.
Here do be some spicy rocks. What is this? What is this crane they have? They have a steam-powered crane?
Yeah.
Oh, damn, I really need to go to the Nevada Northern now.
They have all kinds of cool shit.
Come out, visit me.
And they're going to have even... And what's cool is they're eventually going to have more tractor.
That's right, because
that
they're
is a
extending
huge
north.
deal.
Oh yeah, yeah. They got a $10 million grant to rebuild 16 miles of track from Ely to McGill,
Yeah, McGill.
and to put in the turntable in McGill, and that's a big deal for them because right now it's just kind of like a lot of tourist lines, just out and back, not really a destination.
Mm-hmm.
But with the track up to McGill, they'll actually have a destination. They already have the depot restored.
Wait, is it McGill or Miguel?
McGill.
McGill. What a weird name.
Wait, so out of curiosity, is that like the rest of the Nevada Northern?
Some of the rest.
Okay.
It goes all the way up to the Transcontinental.
Okay, well, how long is that? Because I have no idea how long the Nevada Northern is.
100-something miles.
Oh, really? All right, that's a long ways.
Yeah, but like most of the track's still there.
Yeah, it's still all there.
In honesty, it shows as active on the open railway map, and I think that's always tripped me up. Also, they have two lines that go towards McGill.
I think one is, I'm not sure. I think one's like the main line, and then one was like the branch to something. I don't know. Yeah,
I'm just looking at the open railway map here of the Nevada Northern, and I'm confused as to why things are the way that they are. I didn't realize that section of rail, is it actually like impassable at current, or is it just crap?
It's just crap.
I think it's just crap because they run. I don't know how far, but like the second video I linked is them running stuff up towards McGill, but not like into McGill.
Okay. Well, again, there are two lines that run to McGill. I just need I need an expert. I need a Nevada Northern expert. Who?
I'm not one.
Yeah, no.
I am also not one.
None of us are one. That's the issue.
That is.
You can become a little bit more of an expert with their latest ambition to bring 2 of their diesels back.
Yeah, in fact, I can speak on this too.
Yeah, because one of them's in Utah.
And one of them's in Alco.
Yeah, they're trying to they're fundraising to bring back. Excuse me.
Jivo on Manifest.
You have a train finally.
Called? Right. To bring back 201, which is a what the fuck?
It's SDM.
What?
It's an SD, or no, it's an SD9.
No, 201? 201's the Alco.
201's
the Alco. It's 401 that's the other one.
Yeah, the really beautiful looking thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think the Alco is the beautiful looking thing, but that's just me.
I think you were the better beautiful looking thing.
Didn't you call me ugly like 2 minutes ago?
No.
No.
What is 201? What
some orange Alco.
It's an RSD4, I think.
RSD4,
something like that.
Interesting.
Yeah, and they have all kinds of different like tiers that you can donate at, and it lists how far it'll move the locomotives.
It's not only fans; it's only trains.
Only trains.
Bro.
Only foams.
Which I kind of want to donate, but not sure if my wallet will agree. But we'll see.
Yeah, I've been meaning to donate to the T1 Trust. I got an email from them like, we're close. They're like 2/3 of their way to their $150,000 fundraising goal, and I'm like, oh, I want to contribute to this because last time I sponsored like a small part, and I felt really accomplished. But I also want to donate to the WMNF because I have their piece of mail that's like, this is what we're trying to do this year. But my wallet can only take so much because I just donated a large sum to Tony in return for one of my cars back.
Yeah.
I listed out a rather large number while I was recording an episode of the Bacon Line, and Weibold goes,
"Oh shit, I forgot about this."
Weibold goes, "Is that your address?" And I go, "No." He's like, "Ooh."
Okay. I almost forgot about this. I didn't read it completely. But
what's up?
201, I don't know if it's like fundraised completely, but it's scheduled to be loaded according to the Colombian article that's linked.
Mm-hmm.
It's scheduled to be loaded on the truck November 2nd, which is November 2nd.
Oh, good.
and then brought back
Thanks for
to.
confirming that, by the way.
I would hope that
That's
November
easy.
2nd is November 2nd.
You always have to double check that November 2nd is November 2nd.
It could be Groundhog Day, guys, and it could.
That is also a second.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about
Yeah.
the second merger that we're talking about this episode.
That was clean, Ellis.
Thank you.
I'm gonna flyer.
As a matter of fact, this isn't really the merger. It's more about the. It's more about the fallout from the merger, because officials are leaving both railroads. In KCS's case, the top PSR official is leaving. I don't know what a PSR official does. Although if we
Make
follow
shit decisions.
Hunter Harrison's example, it would be die.
Thank God.
Jesus. I thought my thing was a little bit dark, but anyway, don't let the door hit you on the way out. But somehow I don't think that the policies are going to change, because train velocity has increased by 37%, freight car dwell has decreased by 18%, double-digit reductions in equipment have happened, and quote-unquote improved productivity by other measures, which led to about $150 million in annual savings, which, if for those keeping track at home, is about a sixth as much as CN blew on this deal to get nothing out of it. And CN is paying for it. In fact, their CEO has been forced into retirement.
Ooh.
JJ Rust is moving towards a quote-unquote planned retirement, which is, in my head, just about the same sort of ring as when you hear the entirety of Putin's government has resigned on their own volition. Now, this guy's getting booted out because the second largest shareholder is, as they put it, waging war on CN, because they're pissed that they blew $1 billion on trying to acquire KCS for no reason and basically achieved nothing in the process, except delay it slightly.
I mean, that's a lot of money to blow for nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying the investors don't have a right to be pissed. The way it's phrased is pretty intense. So, he'll be leaving at the end of January of next year, or whenever they get a successor appointed. They're currently looking for one. TCI has some successors in mind, but yeah, this is the very real consequences. I don't know what you guys thought when it came about to, like, oh, the second largest shareholder is really mad at this deal. But I didn't really think anything would actually happen. This is stuff that's actually happening. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember hearing about it for the first time and be like, "There's no way this is gonna happen."
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Do you mind coming down for a few minutes?
To me, this whole CN KCS thing, it's like all administration stuff. It's not really interesting to me, honestly. It doesn't grab my attention. But when both of these big guys just up and leave, it's something else.
Yeah. This I feel like the PSR guy might not be related necessarily to the merger, but this definitely is.
Yeah.
CN, waved their flag of, hey, we're gonna do stuff, we're gonna, improve our operating ratio, and also cut a bunch of management and union jobs. And, they want to save $1 million this year, and they've also raised rates by 5.1%. So that sucks for shippers. But This is what happens when you fail miserably to acquire another railroad that you were never going to get in the first place. It's just...
Yeah, it was really dumb. I think the whole point was like, let's cockblock our rival for the fucking lull. And then it backfired.
And lose so much money in the process.
Yeah.
And then it backfired, and they're basically paying for their rival to have another railroad.
Yeah, they are. They I believe part of their deal was that they paid the fee that KCS paid CP for breaking off the deal in the first place. So they just forked over like $700 million to their rival.
It's $1 billion, I think.
Well, $1 billion. They lost $1 billion in total. I think $300 million of that went to like KCS and clerical stuff, and $700 million of that went directly to their direct rival. So that's...
Anyway, guys, are you team CP or are you team C?
I feel like if you're still deciding which one to pick, you need to reconsider how you pick teams. If you're still in the neutral zone and you're watching this go down and you're like, maybe CN's still a good idea, maybe rethink your strategy there. Just reconsider what's going on.
No.
Because, CN's in a difficult spot. I mean, it's not like anything really bad is going to come of this. We're not like watching the death of a Class 1. But
I wish we were.
I mean, in fairness, we are. Just that Class 1 is KCS.
Yeah.
KCS, the Class 1 or the Class 0.5, really.
The Class 0.5.
Are you judging it based on its size?
Yes, I am, actually. Its personality means nothing to me. But I wanted to say, you mentioned before we started the show, Achilles, that this is the only Class 1 merger that could have made sense. And genuinely, I think this is the only Class 1 merger we're going to see. Just in the foreseeable future, barring, I mean, really anything crazy and anything like nationalization. I don't think we're going to see two more Class 1s merge, just at all, unless we see some other Class 1s spring up.
I don't disagree.
Until MRL becomes a Class 1.
If only.
Yeah. Well, they don't want that.
Class 1.
But we have a handful of other things. Okay, Dean, you can do your not topic right now. You want to just talk about these things?
Yes, please.
This is you say yes, please,
like
you've been done some terrible injustice. Like you picked 3 unrelated articles.
I don't care. These have to be covered.
I mean, do they?
I mean, it's interesting to me, at least.
Is it though?
Interesting. Crash, go boom.
I mean, Crash, British and sort of home road. So yeah, interesting to me.
I'm already snoring.
But on Friday, Amtrak hit the sorry, let me do that. On Friday, Amtrak hit a stalled auto carrier truck that was on the crossing.
The video's epic.
Yeah, the video is something else. Like the top rearmost car visibly jumps and
just, like,
and
hangs
like
over there.
lands.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, like it's just up for like 1, 2, bam! It crashes spectacularly.
It's a great physics demonstration that costs millions of dollars.
yeah, and like this like engineer's psyche. I mean, it's not great, but as far as I know, nobody was seriously injured. 4 people on train. Oh no, there were injuries. 4 injuries.
Yeah, but it's not like anybody's losing a limb over this. It's not.
Yeah, like nobody died, thankfully.
Damn it! I was real. No, I'm just kidding.
A comment on this article says we are still stuck on the train.
Oof.
What?
I hope not to this day.
No, not.
The train has never left that spot. Actually, it's now cemented. It's been welded to the tracks as a windbreak.
Yeah, as a windbreak. But what isn't a windbreak?
They filled it with concrete.
Today on Philosophical Question, what exactly is a windbreak?
Like an LNER A4 is the exact opposite of a windbreak, but it looks like it's going to be sitting for quite a while.
That's okay.
XLNER 6009 Union of South Africa is leaving the main line for static display soon. Its boiler ticket is pretty much up, and its owner said, "Let's just not do it anymore."
Let's not do any more of this.
Yeah, like it's been on the main line since I believe the 70s. So it's
Wait, what steam engine is this? Oh,
it's an A4.
6009 Union of South Africa. South Africa. I bludgeoned that so hard.
It's a mallard.
Yeah, it's basically.
It's one of those. It's one of those
A4.
cheating ducks.
Dumb, stupid
ducks.
piece of junk British.
I'm gonna call them
head.
cheating ducks.
Say I if you hate British team. I.
Well, I don't hate British team. I just hate these guys because they don't deserve the speed record.
Yeah, they don't deserve it at all. But,
actually, before you touch on the home road, I wanted to springboard to something because the train that hit the car that was the Heartland Flyer.
Yeah.
The extension to Wichita is basically happening. It's not as far along as some of the other Amtrak stuff, but the Wichita City Council voted 7-0 for the extension. And it would go from Wichita to Newton and connect to the Southwest Chief. And yeah, it's exciting. I think the money's sort of waiting on the infrastructure bill, although I don't know exactly when they're going to start. 18 months to 2 years since that was approved. So this article is a little bit dated as well. I wish I had a date on it. But it is from some time ago, from a few months ago. So we could be seeing Amtrak returning to Wichita within the next year and a half, which is cool. We're gaining ground in inches, but inches add up. So talk about...
And that's why I have 3 of them.
Jesus Christ. Talk about Tennessee Valley.
Yeah. The TVRM has celebrated its 60th anniversary on October 16th.
Mm-hmm.
So, was it 16th?
60th.
Yeah, no, but I'm trying to think. When was it founded? Like
60 years ago.
I know that. 60 years ago. Yeah, sure. Thanks. That's good enough.
You're
I
welcome.
guess.
Just do math. Do subtraction.
I'm not smart.
We know.
You have a calculator in front of you.
Shut up. But the museum president Tim Andrews says that the events are the start of 12 months of celebration at the TVRM. So they are basically celebrating until September of 22, which is gonna be awesome. I really want to go out there to Chattanooga to see this. It's just a 5-hour drive.
That's not bad. I would do it.
It's almost as far as WWF is for me.
But I gotta go on that stuff.
Just do it. Just do it. Just go.
Just fucking do it, you pussy. No, I'm just kidding.
I've never gone alone.
Okay.
Then take someone with you.
Will.
Find the nearest homeless man and ask him if he wants to foam with you.
Hey, you on the street. Get in my car. We're going foaming.
Get in,
5
loser.
hours away. Get in, loser. We're watching trains.
Listen, if you provide a proper homeless person with a hot meal, I'm sure they wouldn't mind whatever you put them through in the meantime. I was approached by a panhandler while I was doing my counts today, and I just they wanted somebody to give them money for a train ticket home, and I just sort of I wasn't going to give them anything in the first place, but I wanted to see how they reacted if I just tried to straight up buy them a ticket instead of giving them a few dollars, you know?
Yeah.
Because someone's expecting just cash so they can use it for whatever. Probably not what they're asking you for. And if you're like, oh, I'll just buy you the ticket, sometimes, or I'll buy you the XYZ that you're asking for. Sometimes people get get upset.
Yeah.
And
Like,
it can be a little funny. Like, it's not funny, but it's like, oh, okay, well, glad I didn't
Make
give
it
them
sound
anything.
like it's a little funny.
I mean, it sucks. It sucks all around. You don't want to have to, there are people in that position, and I'm sure they don't want to be in that position. But, I mean, anything's better than living in Cheyenne, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the middle of UP territory.
This is the random thought that I had when we got the article about the Cheyenne Railroad Visitor Experience. Which, Achilles, have you looked at this at all?
I've done it.
I mean,
years ago, but I did it.
Like, I'm talking about the plan.
Oh, I thought you meant like the tour.
No, I mean like, they have this plan to like build a whole bunch of stuff, including a giant pedestrian bridge over the UP main line, and like revamp that whole area around the roundhouse. Yada yada yada.
Cool.
I mean, yeah, I'm looking at this and going, well, that's cool. Who's going to Cheyenne? Like, they're trying to create this railroad history tourism draw, which I guess is fine. But, man, it's just the middle of nowhere. It is a large enough destination. Like, I can understand. You go to Cheyenne for whatever. It's not like a tiny town. It's not Ellis, Kansas. But
that actually, it is kind of a tiny town.
I mean, hold on.
It's also Cheyenne, Wyoming, but
compared to
it is about
the
as
average,
big as you can.
Compared to the average middle of nowhere town, it's relatively large. It's over 60,000 people, which is not a lot of people, but it's not like a tiny amount of people. But it's in the middle of nowhere. Why would you go there? Good luck, Cheyenne Railway experience with whatever you want to build. Although, honestly, the article does provide a nice breakdown of what is there, I suppose. Anyway. Alright, we've cleared out our articles. Nobody seems to want to jump on anything else. I want to know what the short line of the year was. Oh, hey, Dean! It's the Memphis line.
What?
The RJ Corman Memphis line is the short line of the year.
Hey!
They set
bang, bang, bang.
record carload volumes for 3 customers. Invested $5.5 million in infrastructure.
You know what? I'm taking that.
Memphis Junction
That
interchange
is my
project.
determination.
Oh, okay, go ahead. And the regional of the year is the Lake State Railway, based in Saginaw, Michigan, which I'm sure Hemlock and Mason would be happy about. Its 2 largest volume customers shut down between March and May 2020, and it still managed to grow its business. Onboarded 9 new customers, and adding about 17,000 carloads a year. So that's pretty impressive. That's really cool. Godspeed. The Belpre Industrial Parkersburg Railroad gets an honorable mention. So does the Granada Railroad. I don't know. I haven't heard of some of these, but now it's like, ooh, I want to rail fan that. When I was in Vermont, there are, it's sort of full up with little short lines. Most of them are G&W, as we previously mentioned. But it is nice to look at all these little short lines, I really wanted to spend some time rail fanning, but I just wasn't up there at the right time. Monday we ended up coming home early, and there just isn't a lot going on during the weekend on short lines. Anyway.
I need to go rail fan that now.
That's just kind of the nature of how short lines are.
Yeah. Oh, JJ's alive again.
Damn it.
He's got
I'm just
food.
kidding.
Bruh.
Wow.
Rude.
Dude.
Wow. Uncool.
Uncool.
Why do I get a point?
You get a point. I can't remember why I gave you the point, but I gave it to you for a good reason.
Bruh.
Yeah, bro me all you want. You deserved it. Anyway, does anybody have any advertisements before we wrap up?
Time.
What?
Not this time. I don't have
Oh,
anything.
okay. No, you're not gonna plug. What do you always plug?
Flickr, YouTube.
You're not gonna
But
plug.
I'm not. I don't feel. I'll plug my YouTube this time.
Okay. We also have a community channel that still doesn't have any videos on it, except for one.
Did we skip latest train on Amtrak?
No, that's coming up next.
Oh, that's next. That's next. I forgot. My bad. That's next. My
Yeah,
bad.
you can
My
plug
bad.
the YouTube channel. Give me the link. Do
There
it.
it is.
Nick Wakefield train videos. You changed your channel name again.
Yeah, I did because I was like, I'll just use my regular name. I don't really care.
What was it before?
Uh,
Something Signal Productions. Just like,
distant clear.
yeah. Hey, do you think at some point we're gonna run out of Signal aspects to name YouTube channels after?
I'm pretty sure we already are.
I like a good, like, interestingly done name. Interesting name. Anyway. Oh, we get another article about the Heartland Flyer. What was this? Now I'm distracted. Oh, it's just talking about there's no like new information here. I think. Whatever. I'll just throw this in the cargoes. I'm glad to get the Heartland Flyer articles out of here, honestly, because we've had them forever and ever. Okay. Okay, let's wrap up. Latest train on Amtrak. Take your guesses.
I'm gonna say.
Go ahead.
Well, I'm gonna go last.
Okay.
But I want to say the Heartland Flyer.
As a Heartland,
East.
the Heartland Flyer goes north-south, but
North.
okay. There are some awful things on here. I'll say that much.
Okay,
Oh,
how
no.
about whichever direction the Zephyr is, number 6.
Okay, Zephyr number 6. TBA, are you alive? Paging TBA. I think he's gone, guys.
Passed away.
F.
And I'll go to. I was also gonna say eastbound 6 because it was. I knew it came into Salt Lake at 4:30 yesterday afternoon, so I know it's late. I just don't know if it's the latest.
Oh boy. I'll start with the Heartland Flyer. It's on time.
Oh.
There's
Okay.
only one on the map, and it's on time. The Heartland Flyer is a really short train, so even if it does something like hit a car, it doesn't slow it down for very long. It's just
It makes it a short train you can model.
Yeah,
a short train Kavanka model.
a short train Kavanka model tipped off the table.
People.
But no, in seriousness, it gets its schedule done in like a couple of hours. So even if something bad happens to it, it's not going to be reflected the next day. Meanwhile,
See,
Amtrak 6 is
we need more
13
trains like
hours
that.
and 49 minutes late.
Oof.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so it sucks to be them. There's another Amtrak 6 that's 5 hours late. There's a Sunset Limited that's 7 hours late. And everything else is doing more or less okay. There's an Empire Builder that's 2 hours, a Southwest Chief that's 2 hours,
How's Canada doing?
a Sunset Limited
Already
that's 2
bad.
hours, Texas Eagle hour and a half. The Canadian's not on this map because I don't think it's. I think it's still not running, but the Hudson Bay is 2.5 hours late.
Ooh.
Meanwhile, I don't think there's anything else that really is bad. There is a regional. Oh, there's a Crescent that's 2 hours, Silver Star that's 1 hour, and then everything else is in the yellow or red, but it's not that late, like the Surfliner stuff. Oh wait, there's also a Texas Eagle that's 1.5 hours. If I didn't say that already, I think I did actually. But that's the latest train on Amtrak. Thank you for tuning into this episode of the Terminus Podcast. I know it sort of slowed down at the end. There just wasn't too much like crazy, like discussion-heavy news. It's just like, wow, look at what these things are doing. I think it's fine that we can cut it off early when that's the case. Anyway, Dean, you've got our first termination. Because you had a point.
2021 short run of the year, baby! Blam, 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 blam.
Yeah, you definitely had a hand in this. Good job. Proud of you.
What is this?
I shot the competition.
You get the short line of the year.
Ooh, Arctic Woman.
Yeah.
Their shit is so clean.
Yeah, it doesn't look real. It is
It's
kind of bizarre.
it's like that guy that doesn't weather anything.
Yeah. I've seen Utah belt engines dirtier than this.
Ooh,
What
this new.
what is this, Jader?
What did I even like? I don't remember.
Something about a holiday camp.
Oh, yeah. So apparently, there's a guy in England, kind of like not really Blount because he didn't really make a train museum, but so this guy had a series of holiday camps, like campgrounds, resorts, and shit in England, and to bring more people in, he got some steam engines.
Foamer.
And after the parks and after they kind of ran their course at the parks, they were preserved further, like how you'd expect a train to be preserved.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit! That's a piece of news that I didn't even think of until now.
What?
Union of South Africa, one of the A4s is being tired.
Yeah, Jader. Dean covered that actually.
Oh, he did. Okay.
Yeah, he covered it while you were getting food, I guess. And Achilles and I just proceeded to dunk on British Steam for a couple minutes.
Good. I mean, British Steam is good, but
I love how it's just there's a distinct lack of disagreement when it comes to British Steam. It's like, yeah, it's cool. They suck though. We hate them. They're trash.
Sounds about right.
Anyway, yeah, it is right because they don't deserve a speed record.
Nope. Hills don't count, fools.
Anyway, I guess I'm going next, which is I have this article that got posted about Wes Anderson styling a Pullman, which is also going to be schmutzing around England. It's British Pullman. And it actually, I believe, has been featured in a couple of films, believe it or not. And, yeah, so he just came in and added, a Wes Anderson flair to this otherwise beautiful Pullman. It's absolutely drop-dead gorgeous. And it's totally something that you could see in one of his movies. And speaking of which, the reason I threw this in here is the fact that he came out with a new movie recently, The French Dispatch, and I recommend you go see it. Beware that it has an R rating for a reason, and it's not because of violence.
Was it because of sex?
No, it's not because of sex. Exactly. There's just a lot of nudity.
That actually, I feel like that's a thing. I don't know. There's some movies.
It's French. What can I say?
Yeah,
on.
But no, it's a pretty good movie. I think it just came out, it just got the full release in theaters because I started seeing a couple of, critical reviews. That meaning reviews by critics. And it's sort of, people are a little wishy-washy on it, but as someone who has seen it, although I am a fan of Wes Anderson, I do think it's one of his better pieces. Check it out if you get the chance. Just, be prepared, I suppose. Achilles?
I want to know and run an experiment specifically for Tyler.
Oh God.
If Tyler is watching this, please click my termination. I think you'll like it. Also, I want you to come visit me in Flagstaff. Okay, thanks, bye. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. And TBA.
I just kind of want to take a second to, I guess, sort of shout out a game from all of our childhoods that honestly we still play and mess around in today. And a big thanks to Chris Sawyer for being there. For the first video game I ever played was Chris Sawyer's Locomotion, and we all love Locomotion. Best transport tycoon ever. And yeah, just we all love Locomotion. It's a fantastic game.
Oh yeah, Chris Sawyer is an absolutely fantastic dude, and his creations are godly. We love Locomotion. We love Chris Sawyer. We love Roller Coaster Tycoon and Transport Tycoon, and whatever else he's laid his hands on. Anyway, that's
Also,
And
for
we
latest
love
train on Amtrak, I guess number 6.
yeah, you were right. It was 13 hours late.
Ooh, that's
yeah.
probably because of the train that broke.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly why.
Anyway, that was an episode of the Terminus podcast. Thank you all for tuning in. Thanks to Stephen West for the Loco base. We couldn't do Locomotive Versus without it. Thanks to Virtual Railfan for not taking down my videos yet.
Knock on wood.
Yeah, knock on wood. I mean, they might
Please-
still.
Please don't.
Please don't.
Yeah, we'll just have to go back to using Railstream if they do. Railstream got
that's-
a couple
yeah.
new cameras, by the way, if I'm remembering
Yeah, we
right.
might just have to promote, another person. If
Yeah,
you,
we're giving you free advertising, Virtual Railfan.
But we give you credit. This film is not ours. It's
Yeah.
yours.
Even
We do
your
give them,
watermarks
we do
in
give
it.
credit.
I make sure to include the Virtual Railfan logo because, yeah, I mean, we're not taking this video. We don't have crews out there in the field, at least not yet. Someday when we hit it big, episode 172
72 million.
Yeah, yeah,
You're faithful. 172 million. Was
Yeah.
the last one just 169?
yes.
Nice.
Nice.
All right, thanks for joining me, guys. I'll see you all next week.
Bye bye
Yeah.
bye.
Bye.
Next 2 weeks.
Bye-bye.
Bye.